Is Shawn Mendes retiring from music? Why was Kevin Spacey rushed to the hospital? And did Selena Gomez really mean to unfollow Dua Lipa? So this is crazy. Shawn Mendes is apparently planning to call time on his music career. He is said to be contemplating retirement for an indefinite period very soon. Why? Well, he says he's experiencing a lack of creativity and passion for his music. So it sounds like that's something he needs to find again, which is not entirely uncommon for musicians. A blind item was sent to a celebrity gossip account on Instagram, and it hinted at the retirement of one of our favorite male A-list singers, leading to speculations about Shawn and other singers on a Reddit community. A tip said it's not difficult to know why he hasn't given music/content to his fans in a while. He believes that he's not at his best right now regarding creativity and wants to take some time to regain passion for music and performing. On Reddit, fans speculated about the real reason for his retirement. One of them could have been the fact that his latest album, Wonder, very much underperformed. In fact, it's considered to be one of his most unsuccessful albums to date. It could also be something to do with his mental health break last year. Ever since then, he's been very quiet on social media and hasn't really talked much about his music or his love life at all. He returned to the stage recently after spending some time working on his mental health. On June 17th, he made a surprise appearance at Ed Sheeran's concert at the Rogers Centre in Toronto. He joined him on stage to perform Lego House and an acoustic version of Shawn's 2017 hit, There's Nothing Holding Me Back. Then in July last year, Shawn announced that he would be cancelling a major world tour. So more than 70 concerts across North America, the UK and Europe were then cancelled. At the time, he said that he felt he needed to take some time that he'd never taken personally to grow himself and come back stronger. So it seems like he needs a little bit more of that time to focus on himself. As for his relationships, well, that's still kind of a big question mark. Although we do know that he recently got back together with Camila Cabello. Speculation started when they were seen having a really interesting moment at this year's Coachella. Shawn and Camila were spotted kissing, and a video of the moment was posted on Kiss FM's Twitter account. They were holding a drink in their hands and just dancing together. And then in another clip shared online by a Shawn Mendes fan account, they were seen watching a performance in the crowd together and yeah, kissing. Eyewitnesses who spoke to Us Weekly then said that they weren't holding hands, but they did stay together all night and they were seated at a VIP table, trying to stay out of sight. They went on to say he had his arm around her waist and they walked around the stage. Camila was nuzzling her face into Shawn's shoulders and they very much looked like a couple. They were also kissing and making out during Burna Boy's final song. Soon after those videos went viral, a source told People magazine that they did get back in touch for at least a few months before the festival and hung out. They said Camila and Shawn always seem to have a special connection. They are enjoying daytime strolls and nighttime casual dinners out. They've been hanging out just the two of them. They are very cute, keep holding hands and laughing. They seem very happy to be reconnected. The videos also marked the first time that the two of them were seen together in public since announcing their breakup on Instagram. But despite all that PDA, it didn't seem like they were ready to open up about their relationship status just yet. As Camila was leaving the festival grounds at Coachella, one photographer stopped and asked her if they were back together. At first, she seemed to ignore the question as she continued chatting to her friends. But soon after that, she was heard saying yes, which could have been a response to that initial question, but who really knows? Of course, this whole thing did leave fans divided because Camila and Shawn weren't exactly the most popular celebrity couple to begin with. Underneath the video of them kissing, people commented some pretty harsh things like, aren't they tired? And getting back with your ex is never a good idea. But there were also a lot of supportive comments coming from people who felt happy that they reunited. It might have also been a nostalgia thing since Camila and Shawn have been linked together for such a long time now. It's difficult to picture them dating anyone else. They started out as friends in 2015 when they were both on tour together and they wrote their first duet. Since then, they've both written music about each other on their albums and evolved from best friends to romantic partners. Then after dating for more than 2 years, they called it quits in November of 2021. A joint statement was shared to Camila's Instagram story and they wrote, "Hey guys, we've decided to end our romantic relationship, but our love for one another as humans is stronger than ever. We started our friendship as best friends and will continue to be best friends. We so appreciate your support from the beginning and moving forward." Soon after that, a source revealed that Shawn allegedly initiated the breakup conversation. Camila was said to be very upset over the split, but all in all, it was still amicable. Alright, now let's talk about the latest with Kevin Spacey because you won't believe this. He was recently taken to hospital due to heart attack concerns after he felt his left arm go numb. The 64-year-old actor revealed that he was given an MRI scan after he lost sensation in his arm for 8 seconds. And all of this happened while he was attending the 15th Tashkent International Film Festival. According to an inside source, Mr. Spacey was taken to a medical center over health concerns. He was treated professionally by doctors and staff and found to have no problem with his heart. He then returned to the festival later that night and appeared on stage to address the crowd, reassuring fans that the condition of his health was normal. He turned it into a moment of reflection and said, "It made me really take a moment and think about how fragile life is, for all of us." In a speech given during the festival's closing ceremony, he shared even more details about his health scare. He said that he experienced something that was unexpected, and it all started when he was looking at murals on the walls, and then he suddenly felt his left arm go numb for about 8 seconds. Although he initially shook it off, he immediately told the people he was with and they went to the medical center. Spacey said that he spent the afternoon there having a variety of tests done, though everything turned out to be completely normal in the end, and he's grateful that it's not anything more serious. Now, there's no doubt this news comes as a bit of a shock, but it's also interesting because we really haven't heard anything about Kevin Spacey for a while. Of course, we know that he won his trial, but even that felt like it never really made the news. One of the craziest parts of the proceedings was the celebrities who stepped up to defend him. Elton John and David Furnish testified as part of his defense in the UK. Both of them were called as witnesses and they gave evidence in court via a video link. They were called to testify about Spacey's presence at their annual white tie and tiara ball in the early 2000s. They were challenging the testimony of one of the accusers who claimed that he was touched by Spacey while driving to the event in 2004 or 2005. But Elton testified that Spacey was only at one party, and that was in 2001. He was first asked if he recognized one of the alleged victims who accused him, and in response he said that he didn't recognize the man or his name. He was then asked about the white tie and tiara ball, which was held annually at their home in Windsor. The event was hosted by the Elton John AIDS Foundation and sponsored by OK Magazine, who would later provide photographs and publish photos in their magazine. Elton said that he remembered Spacey's arrival at the event in 2001 because he arrived in a white tie. He came on a private jet and came straight to the ball. The singer also testified that Spacey had stayed over at his house after the ball but had not visited him on any other occasion. David Furnish was also asked about the ball, and he testified that Spacey had only ever attended the one that was in 2001. When asked about whether or not it would have been possible for him to have attended the ball and have not been photographed, he said that if a star of Kevin Spacey's magnitude had turned up and refused to be photographed, then it would have resulted in an impossible situation for the foundation. He said it never happened. It was understood that we were promoting a charity that involves eradication of stigma around the disease, and if a celebrity wanted to come, they would have to be photographed and appear in OK Magazine. David was also asked if he recognized one of Spacey's alleged victims, to which he said he did. Quote, "He was a little bit cheeky. He always had a cheeky smile on his face. You could always engage in playful banter with him." When asked if he thought the man was good looking, he admitted that yes, he was very handsome. Now, Spacey ended up pleading not guilty to 12 charges of SA against 4 men, in a case that could have ended in life in prison if he was convicted. Things went downhill for the House of Cards actor in 2017 when Anthony Rapp, who starred in the musical Rent, accused him of physically trying to seduce him at a party in 1986, when Rapp was only 2018. Spacey claimed to have no memory of that incident and offered a public apology for what he says was just down to deeply inappropriate drunken behavior. But of course, that was not enough to make the allegations disappear, and he was fired not long after that. And last but not least, Selena Gomez is still causing internet drama even if she doesn't mean to. So back in June, fans were shocked when she suddenly unfollowed Zayn Malik, who she had been rumored to be dating in the spring. His ex-girlfriend Gigi Hadid, her sister Bella Hadid, Zendaya, and Dua Lipa. Now, in her new interview with Fast Company, she revealed that unfollowing Dua Lipa was really not on purpose. She actually said it was an accident and that she was just cleaning up some of her Instagram. Then someone called her and said, "What happened with Dua?" But it was nothing, and Selena went above and beyond to make that publicly clear. She even wore a dress from Versace and Dua Lipa's collaboration to a rare beauty event. She then posted about that event with the caption, "A little Versace/Dua moment." So that was further proof of that as well. In the same interview, Selena also spoke about her upcoming album and how heartbreak influenced her decision to quit Instagram in 2018. With her new music specifically, she says that happy songs are coming. Quote, "I love sad girl music, I'm really good at that. However, I can't really write that if I'm not sad. I've had to relearn what being me and being happy looked like. There is not one sad song on this whole album." But she does say that she never promised anyone that she'll never have a bad day again, because she says that she's always honest with her fans, even when she takes breaks from social media. And that is true because over the years she's talked openly about about her complicated relationship with social media. She said it's healthier for her to limit her time online because she would constantly be crying and have high levels of anxiety. She talked about reading negative comments and said, "I couldn't do it anymore. It was a waste of my time. The only thing I have on my phone is TikTok because I find it to be a little less hostile. There are wonderful things about social media, connecting with fans, seeing how happy and excited they are and their stories, but usually that's filtered for me now." So Selena explained that she created a system where everything she does, she then sends to her assistant who posts it. As far as comments go, her team puts together a few things that are encouraging and that's what she uses. So all of this helps her to limit her time on social media and keeps her away from a lot of that negativity, which makes a lot of sense considering how crazy the last couple of months have been. There's no doubt that out of the two of them, Hailey Bieber was getting a lot more hate in the comment section of her posts, but Selena wasn't exactly free from that either. There were quite a few number of fans who at one point sort of switched sides and decided that Selena was the one playing victim, and to think that all of this started because of a perceived instance of bullying online. Coming out of that, it makes sense that both women have become wary of social media and the way their words can be easily twisted to reflect a certain narrative. So what do you guys think about this story? Please let me know in the comments below, and I'll catch you in the next video.